Australia's Digital Passenger Declaration. A must for all passengers. Our video update for today brings you the details of the Digital Passenger Declaration. All passengers flying into Australia should complete the DPD. You can begin your DPD 7 days prior to your flight and submit it within 72 hours before leaving for Australia. This is because you must deliver your health information and declaration, vaccination status and COVID-19 test result within 72 hours prior to your flight. What details must you provide when filling out the DPD? You must provide your contact details, including an Australian contact phone number. Make a legally binding declaration concerning your vaccination status. Declare your travel history in the last 14 days. Declare that you know the quarantine and testing conditions that apply when arriving in Australia and in the state or territory you are landing, and the penalties for non-compliance. What are the penalties and enforcement? The DPD requests vital health information. You should be able to deliver proof that the essential information was completed before boarding the aircraft. This is an enforceable condition. An individual who fails to comply with the condition may be liable to a civil penalty of 30 penalty units, currently $6,660 Australian dollars. This is set out in Section 46 of the Biosecurity Act 2015. Providing inaccurate or misleading information to the Australian government is a serious offence. If convicted, the maximum penalty is imprisonment for 12 months. States and territories might also apply penalties to implement compliance with public health orders. This may comprise COVID-19 testing, quarantine requirements, or self-isolation. You may encounter severe penalties if you do not comply, including any conditions after entering, including jail time or significant fines. Requirements may be revised at short notice. Visa bearers who enter Australia could face cancellation of visa or be detained and removed if they come under the following circumstances. They are not completely vaccinated for international travel purposes under Australia's border entry requirements, or do not hold a medical contraindication to a COVID-19 vaccine as specified by the Australian government, or don't belong to an exempt category, or possess an individual travel exemption. How to complete your declaration? You can use the free mobile Australia Digital Passenger Declaration app by downloading it from the App Store, Apple, or Google Play Store, Android. If you are unable to use the mobile app, you can lodge your DPD using the DPD online form. You will require to create an account, which will permit you to handle your current and future declarations in one place. Make sure you have completed the health section and supplied all vital health information within 72 hours prior to your departure. Furnishing this information is an enforceable condition. It will aid in ensuring you don't undergo unnecessary delays at the airport or when you enter Australia. How to start your declaration? You do not have to pay for the DPD, it is free. Before you begin your declaration, have the following information ready: valid passport, flight number, travel history 14 days prior to the flight, destination and quarantine preparations if needed, COVID-19 vaccination record, or admissible proof you cannot be vaccinated for medical reasons. You will also require to show a negative COVID-19 polymerase chain reaction test or other nucleic acid amplification test result within 3 days of the flight's scheduled departure to Australia, or a medical certificate as proof of a negative rapid antigen test administered under medical supervision within 24 hours prior to the flight's scheduled departure to Australia. You can upload this information by logging into your DPD account when you have the test result. If you take a rapid antigen test within 24 hours of departure, you can complete the DPD within 24 hours of your flight. Each passenger is instructed to complete a DPD. Parents or guardians should complete a declaration for any child below the age of 16. Anyone who is 16 years or more should complete their own declaration. Make sure that you complete the DPD before checking into your flight. What will be the outcome of your digital passenger declaration? A completed DPD does not ensure access to Australia. Once you have submitted the DPD, you will see a summary screen that you must disclose, either electronically or printed, to airline staff before your boarding. You will also be required to show this when you arrive in Australia. Airline staff will examine your health status when you check in for your flight. Your DPD will display your health status as either of the following. Complete. The information you have mentioned in your declaration implies you satisfy the COVID-19 health conditions for boarding. You will still require to display your documentation at check-in. Your airline will decide whether to allow you to board your flight. Incomplete. You have not presented your health information. The digital passenger declaration requests vital health information. You must be able to display evidence that you completed the critical information before boarding. Confirmation required at check-in. This suggests that you may not have fulfilled the requirements for travel to Australia. Your status must be verified at check-in. Your airline will determine if you can travel. If the airline permits you to travel to Australia, you may require to quarantine yourself upon arrival. Before starting your DPD, you should review the Department of Health website. This website has details on the essential health rules passengers must follow when arriving in Australia. All passengers should review the arrangements for all states and territories they will travel to or transit. Requirements vary in each Australian state and territory. We have reached the end of today's video update. Like, share and subscribe to our channel for more latest updates. Thanks for watching.